the most basic augers that you're gonna need just to get out there to get started on the ice with fishing. This is one of the more cheaper options, and it's powered by you. So one of the very first things you're gonna do is remove the cover that's actually over these blades. And these are sharp, so they do provide a safety hazard. So you're gonna wanna make sure you're really careful when you do this. So as long as your blades are sharp, it shouldn't be too cumbersome. You don't wanna push real hard. You wanna let the blades do the work. So you're gonna put down pressure right here, but not too much. Then it's gonna start to rotate. And the very next thing I'm gonna do is make sure that I do put that cover right back on. So there's been a lot of advancements with ice fishing. One of the biggest advancements are the lithium-ion batteries. These are actually really great. You can tell I'm even a little winded after using that hand auger, and it actually takes quite a bit of time. If you're wanting to get out and drill quite a few holes to try to determine where the fish are, that could be tiring. You get all sweated up and then uncomfortable while you're drilling all those holes. So I'm going to show you just how easy these electric augers are to use. First thing I want to make sure is that I'm in forward while I'm drilling. I am also going to remove the cover of our blades. Push the power button. And then I'm going to put it in reverse. You can see how much easier and how much faster that auger is to use.
Today we're actually on location. We're looking to where we're going to drill some holes and what we're looking for. And we have a special guest out here, and his name is Jordan Allison with the Division of Environmental Services.
So now that we're on location, the next thing you need to do is cut a hole in the ice so you can fish. So we previously used our mapping software that were the maps that were available on the Pennsylvania Fish and Boat Commission's website and the Google Maps app on our telephone to try to locate some likely fish holding habitat. So now that we're over top of that habitat, we're going to drill some holes and check the water depths. And what we're going to do is we're going to use our handy drill auger, and we're also going to use a fish finding unit to make sure that the water depth is where we think it is, and also to see if there's any fish down there. So let's get a hole drilled. When you're drilling a hole with your auger, you just want to stand with your feet about shoulder width apart. And these are going to be similar procedures for a hand auger or a power auger. And so with the drill auger, you depress the trigger slowly to get started. So now that you've drilled the hole, you have a bunch of slush around it. You want to kick that slush away, and you want to clean your hole out. The other thing that you want to do when you cut your hole is you also want to check ice thickness to maintain that safety. And as you can see, I have marks on my ice scoop here. What I like to do is I like to stick the ice scoop down below the ice and hook it. And you can see we have more than 9 inches of ice. So we have plenty of ice to support the weight of what we're out here doing today. After you check the ice to make sure that it's thick enough, then I want to see what the water depth is to make sure we're approximately where we are on the lake and see if it's appropriate for the fish we're targeting. So I stick my transducer in the hole. And it looks like we're in about 13.5 feet of water. And we'll go through this more in depth later, but it looks like there might actually be either some weeds or some fish down here. This red line is the bottom. So anything that's above that could either be weeds, habitat structures, or fish.